Guys, I did it. I finished this book. I finished this monster of a book, okay? Big surprise! I freaking loved it! The beginning is quite dense. It's a little slow. And I'm not just saying this, I genuinely enjoyed every part of the dense parts. It just took a little bit to be like, okay, I'm in. So far, I have enjoyed the world building in this so much more than I enjoyed Mistborn. Mistborn could feel a little bit too intense at times, and this just roped me in literally immediately. If you can get me to enjoy a character within the first 50 to 100 pages, I'm probably gonna commit and love it. And the characters in this are so well written. I feel like I know them personally. I'm gonna talk about spoilers in a minute, so if you haven't read this book or you're interested in reading it in the future, go ahead and scroll past this. But I really sincerely think that you'll enjoy this. Take this as your encouragement to go ahead and read this, because I never thought I'd enjoy a book this long, and I loved it. Now, for those of us who are okay with spoilers, I just want to talk about a few things that I absolutely loved about this book. Obviously, I love Kaladin the most. I think watching his story, I mean, the highs and lows that we watch Kaladin go through in this book I feel like are done very well and done very relatably. Watching the resurrection of Bridge 4 was so cool. Also, kind of watching all the storylines intertwine, especially Dalinar and Kaladin in that final like battlefield scene and the tower scene and the sword, and just like there's so many emotional moments that lead up to that moment that make it really impact you. And though it is super thick, how can something like need to be this long? I really feel like, though maybe it could have been a little bit shorter, people tend to hate on longer books, and I tend to love them usually, because even though, yes, maybe they could have been shorter, you get more time with the nuances and mundane moments with characters, which makes them feel so real. And I think that's why I specifically connected so deeply to Kaladin and Dalinar. Obviously, one of the best lines in literature I have ever read, page 957, chapter 69. "What is a man's life worth?" Dalinar asked softly. "The slave masters say one is worth about 2 emerald broams," Kaladin said, frowning. "And what do you say?" "A life is priceless," he said, immediately quoting his father. Dalinar smiled, wrinkled lines extending from the corners of his eyes. "Coincidentally, that is the exact value of a shard blade. So today, you and all your men sacrificed to buy me 2,600 priceless lives, and all I had to repay you with was a single priceless sword. I call that a bargain." It's just good. It's so good. And then obviously the whole ending with Shallan and Yasna, and I really have come to respect Yasna a lot. And I think one of the coolest parts of this book, I talked about this in my TikTok live when I talked about like all of my thoughts on this book. I love the twist on like normal history where Brandon had it so that the women are educated and the men are not. I felt like that was so cool. I've never seen world building that thinks so outside the box like that, and he did that with Mistborn as well. I really loved it. I am on chapter like 3 of Words of Radiance, and I cannot wait to keep going. Let me know any parts you want me to react to in Words of Radiance. I would love to deliver that, so let me know.